You are now listening to No Dumb Idea. No Dumb Idea. No Dumb Idea.
You are now listening to No Dumb Idea.
Woo! Happy birthday, 2024. It turns 2. 2024 is now turning 2.
Oh,
Welcome
thank
to the
God.
new year.
I was really not
Yeah.
ready for a transition into something new. I need things to stay the same for a second. Just for a second.
Yeah. Just so we get more experience.
Don't tell
Mhm.
anybody, but my 2020 is turning 5.
Oh
my
That's
gosh.
a good
Ooh.
one. Oh my God. My
Aging that
my
2020.
1999 is turning 25 this year. 26 this
Ooh.
year.
Well, welcome, listeners. This is No Dumb Idea, a podcast where us three jamokes, we make goofs, gaffs about pop culture using improv, discussions, and little games. And that little intro was one of our newest goofs for the year. The first goof of the year. First
You know,
gaff.
You just got to get the first gig of the year.
Yeah. And I'm Dalla, by the way. I forgot to mention.
I'm Dalla.
Who am I joined by?
I'm Gym Leader Nate.
I'm Gibbelding, by the way.
Here to goof and gaff.
Nice. Oh, yeah. We got to start off the year correctly, as in badly.
Set expectations immediately.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Make sure people know that we're not going to be better, if not worse,
Yeah.
than ever before.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, you hear that?
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear that, listeners? Don't trip on the expectations. All right. Watch your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't expect
Tell them that
Anything.
right away.
don't expect anything. Not one little bitty thing. But yeah, how you guys been? How you guys doing? How was your 2024?
It was all right.
Oh,
No,
man.
it was terrible.
That's pretty
was
awful,
terrible.
but it's over.
It was pretty
It's
bad.
over. 2025 is going to be better. It's going to be better. It's going to be awesome.
2025.
Awesome,
I
glad to
feel
hear.
alive.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, baby, that's the catchphrase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 2025, unfortunately, still alive.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
But I thought while we're here, end of the year or end of last year, I guess the start of the new year, I thought it'd be great to do our titular KDI's 2024 awards, our titular one that we always do every year.
Okay.
Oh, every year.
I thought.
We've been doing the
Yeah.
2024 awards for a decade at this
Yeah.
point, and it's always
think about
everybody's
it,
been
yeah.
very confused. But I feel like this time people will really know what we're talking about.
It's the one time actually. That,
It's finally gonna take
makes
off.
sense. Oh yeah.
Just wait till next
So,
year's
I thought-
2024 awards.
Everyone's what the fuck? They're still talking about Craven and Nosferatu. What the hell?
There's just no way not to keep talking about Craven.
I mean, yeah. Have you seen the movie? I mean, come on now. But yeah, this is our award ceremony, which I thought, it'd be fun. I put it together some categories we can go through, just different categories along 2024. And we'll go through, we'll each kind of give our, I'll read a list. I have some, curated lists of nominees, but if there's any missing from any categories, please feel free. It's non-exhaustive. And we'll just kind of take turns discussing each nominee and maybe what we liked or didn't like about them, and then choose maybe our three, or we'll each choose our recommendation. Giving listeners the top 3 2024 in each category.
Perfect. And will I have a moment for each one to explain to both of you why you're wrong?
Sure.
Okay, great.
But I cast your MTG card though, so you have to do it in 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a rough one. Oh man,
That's gonna be the hard one. So, any questions? Or you all ready to jump into our first category?
Let's get to it, Regis.
I'm ready to sink my teeth in.
All right. First category we have is
2.
best movie,
Two.
sequel, or prequels. Yeah, there's pictures.
2.
Listeners, there's the visuals that we're for the hosts up. Yeah, so for this category, we have best movie sequels, prequels. There's quite a bit this year, so, let me just kind of read down the list. Of what
Yeah,
we
we
have.
go.
First
We get a little recap.
Mm-hmm.
Despicable Me 4,
Oh, that's up there.
Kung Fu Panda 4,
Oh, wow, the year of fours.
Deadpool Wolverine 4. We have Deadpool Wolverine 4.
Technically,
Furiosa.
it's the fourth Deadpool
Mad
movie.
Max Saga.
Sorry, can I?
Yeah, technically, it's fourth Deadpool.
Am I allowed to interrupt between every
Sure.
every film? Okay.
It sounds like you're good
Yeah.
anyways. So
Hey, this is nothing formal, just like the regular show. We have Dune Part 2.
oh, that
Sonic
happened
3.
this year.
That's true.
Wait, Doom
Unless
Part
I'm
2
wrong,
was in
but-
2024? I mean, you
Was
might
it-
be
was it?
right. I've
It
been
was.
shocked multiple times this
Okay,
month
because
about
I was
what's
like,
happened this
something's...
year.
Yeah.
It was.
Alien Romulus,
Okay.
Gladiator 2, Smile 2, Venom Last Dance,
Jesus.
Kingdom of the
Christ.
Planet of the Apes,
Wow.
That was this year.
Godzilla X Kong New Empire.
Oh, that-
Yep, all these were this year.
That's crazy.
And Transformers 1. As some of the, and these are just the ones I picked that I curated. If there's any missing, please feel free. But these were some of the top ones I felt.
I feel like Alien Romulus doesn't count. Only because I fell asleep. That's the only
it's
one
a
I fell
prequel.
asleep. No, just kidding.
Just automatically disqualified.
In that case, Nosferatu won't be on here later. Just kidding.
No, only because it's in betweenquel.
Sure, get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
I'm talking about like sequel continuations then shit.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, I think some of these probably don't count too, I'm sure.
All right. So what's the dealio?
Yeah, just I guess like what are your thoughts? Like what is your, some of the ones on this list that, that you feel are some of your top movies for the year, and then what is your top best movie sequel?
I mean, right
or
off the
prequel,
bat,
or in
like,
betweenquel.
huge, big one
'Cause-
for me right off the bat is Dune Part 2. I loved Dune. I was a big fan. I had a great time.
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
But do you like it
And-
more than Sonic 3?
Oh.
Honestly, Sonic 3 was great, but it's not like a real movie like Dune.
I was gonna say if you took that over
That's
Dune,
fair.
that's not a little telling.
Yeah.
Sonic 3 was not a good movie to watch because it was a good movie. Sonic 3 was just Sonic. It was just exists so that you can see Shadow the Hedgehog in live action. That's pretty much it, and
Yeah,
that's
fair.
enough
As
for
Keanu
most
Reeves.
people.
Or Keanu Reeves as Shadow.
No,
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna go with Alien Romulus. That is pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's funny.
Yeah, I haven't seen most of the
That's
other
fair,
ones,
fair.
honestly. And even the ones that I've seen would probably be on the worst of 2024, so
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
other than that,
True.
it's like probably Despicable Me.
yeah. I mean,
Have you seen Despicable Me 4?
no, but it's up there.
I was about
It's
to
up
say.
there for me.
Yeah, that's the one
Definitely
where.
up there, though.
Yeah, he shoves a rocket up his ass, right?
That's
So-
right.
Or a skyscraper up his ass.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, come on.
It's like also like Furiosa. I want to give it to Furiosa. Or it's like I want to say
That was a good
Furiosa
one,
is a
but yeah.
like a really contender there. But the thing is, like, I feel like it's so hard to do a compelling prequel, especially one that runs right up to the. And it was still
Into-
great, but it runs right up into the main story of Fury Road, and it's just a little. I don't know. It's just like knowing knowing what happens in Fury Road. It all just feels very like, great.
What's the point?
Great little twist, great little
Yeah.
twist at the end, but
Yeah, true.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I feel that. I'm like Deadpool Wolverine I liked a lot, but it's definitely one after the fact that was kind of like, yeah, it's like funny. It's like Sonic 3, like you were saying, where it's like, this is a fun movie to see, fan service, all the things, but it's not really like a movie I'm going to go back to and be like, holy shit. Where like, I think for me, I'm also going to go Alien Romulus, because that was one that just, I saw twice in theaters, and then like 2 more times after that.
Wow.
And just every time I'm like, oh, it's so good, and reinvigorates the like franchise to me at least.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That's funny because my Deadpool Wolverine would be my number 2. I really
Number
liked,
2.
I liked
Oh,
that.
let me
I
think,
liked
what's my
that.
number 2.
I
Actually.
liked that movie. It
It's-
was like it's just so
funny.
dumb, and it's like
Yeah, no, it's a fun one.
I don't know,
It's
and
goofy.
I just love talking about the the forbidden era of Marvel movies.
Yeah, that's true.
And just like and harping on them and but also appreciating them for what they were at the time. You know what I mean? Daredevil's not an amazing movie, but I feel like we can still appreciate things from the Daredevil movie. You know,
I still love it personally. I grew up on that shit.
That Kingpin. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, no, he was great.
Great.
Out of curiosity, what's the worst on this list that
Godzilla
you guys have seen? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The worst?
Did you see Venom Last Dance? Is that worse or is that not worse?
I haven't seen it.
I thought you did. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, see,
because I'm like,
I would default say honestly, of the ones I've seen, Kung Fu Panda 4 was the worst. Well, that's because I have not seen Disgibbity Me 4, and I have not seen Venom Last Dance. So
that's fair.
Kung Fu Panda 4, definitely a very weak movie, massively inferior to the previous three. I'm sure. And also, Awkwafina deserves 0 voiceover roles. She's not a compelling voiceover actress. She makes any movie she's in, voiceover in, 10 times more boring. Like
ear grating.
No, it's not even that. She quite literally does not have the dynamic voice emphasis to have her voice and acting carry by itself without her on screen.
Gotcha.
Someone like Jack Black, his range of how he vocalizes and how he says lines is very extreme and very silly and very, something that the animators have a lot to work with and that he can really improv with. It's something like that where when you put her in a main character role, it's just a lot of the movie is her just kind of reading the lines. Not really acting very much, not really doing anything with it, just kind of reading.
She's not animated herself. That's fair. I don't think I've seen her in anything. I saw in Renfield, but that was live action. And that's not a good movie. But all right, next category. We have worst movie of 2024.
Oh wow.
So we have some options. Borderlands, Madam Web, Red 1, Megalopolis, Joker 2, Unfrosted, Rebel Moon Part 2, and Imaginary. Oh, and The Crow.
Oh, is Hot Frosty not on this?
Hot Frosty? What's that one?
The Netflix one about the snowman who comes to life and he comes to life as a jacked dude. It's like this.
What that's not Red 1? What the fuck is this?
This single woman puts a scarf on a sexy snowman statue and he comes to life and he's shredded. It's oh.
And
funny. You've seen this.
Oh no, I didn't watch it. God, no.
I mean, because it's on the list. Like I said, these lists they're non-exhaustive. I just try to pick some of the worst.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go with Joker. It's the only one I've seen on this list, apart from Madam Web. And Madam Web might be the best movie of 2024.
Also, I forgot to add Craven on the list. Craven is also on this list.
I feel out of respect for the making of movies, Madam Web has to be the worst one because of the sheer ineptitude behind the literal construction of the movie, the audio issues, the weird visual framing weirdness at a bunch of different times, the actual movie making of this film was so just rife with mistakes and awkward mistakes where you really sit there and think, did they really think no one was gonna notice this? And just having things be blatantly wrong?
It's funny because the CEOs came out in an interview recently and they said something I don't these are good movies. I don't get why they're getting bad reviews. It's clearly these guys are out of touch. That's awesome.
Yeah, and
they're blaming marketing
Reviews.
or interviewee people and shit. reviewers
and it just seems like nobody. It seems like nobody watches the final cuts. Like they do 0 test showings.
They just bring them straight in.
Yeah, they're just like whoever the editor is like, I think I'm done, and they're like, shit, print it.
Yeah, fair. It's like awesome. They make gold copies of like the game or like video games and shit. It's like we printed on Madam Web on the golden copy originally. Just roll with it, I guess.
Yeah, it's all right. I guess it's final product. I guess we're done.
Yeah. See, I get what you're saying with Madam Web, but I love Madam Web and how much like fun it's bringing me that I'm like, that's why I couldn't personally bring it to.
Saying it's
okay, but like Morbius the Morbius memes was hilarious. That doesn't mean Morbius isn't an objectively terrible movie.
It's funny because the one I want to pick I haven't even seen, but based on what the clips I have seen in reviews is Borderlands.
Yeah, that's
because
fair.
No, yeah.
It's got like some of the same problems, but just also not entertaining from what I've heard.
Borderlands, I think that was many clips that looked terrible that I couldn't watch it. I like
exactly.
I haven't seen any clips from that one actually. That's so funny. Completely missed it.
Don't.
and it's also like, I don't know. It's so this. I don't understand the choice of being like, ooh, what if we got Kevin Hart? But that whole entire shtick and way that Kevin Hart does his movies that made him popular? What if we made him not do any of that? And I'm like, then why'd you get Kevin Hart? just
for a character he doesn't even look like, really. Yeah, it's like, what was the thinking? Just fucking name recognition? But I don't know.
I think, honestly,
but yeah, my vote, Borderlands. Sounds like Gibbelding's Madam Web, or no,
Joker.
Which was yours? Or Joker 2. And then
just so dour.
Madam Web,
shits on the audience. It's just not fun.
Yeah, your description honestly does. I remember when you went over it with us, I was like, oh no, I don't want to watch this anymore either.
Go check out that episode. It's not a good movie.
It's better than fun. It's better than the movie.
It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, let's see what our next category is. We have Best Willem Dafoe of 2024.
That's tough.
Woo!
That's tough.
So Willem Dafoe was actually pretty hard at work this year because he played Dave Tebbutt in Saturday Night. He played
this is your
Wolf
favorite
Jackson
segment.
in Beetlejuice.
I can tell you put the most effort into this one. It seems so fun.
Yeah, you can tell.
He played Raymond, George, and Omi in Kinds of Kindness. And Professor Albin Eberhard von Franz in Nosferatu.
Oh, he's in Nosferatu.
So which
as
Willem
well?
Dafoe?
Yeah, is Nosferatu gay and have a connection to classical music?
Classical.
Was I not aware of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Willem Dafoe is trying to get him. He's like, I want to see his dick. I want to keep the dick. But then Nicholas Hoult kept it instead.
There you go.
All right.
That's why he was mad.
My answer is obviously the winner is Willem Dafoe from Aquaman in that one shot where he's center frame, giving exposition for 4 minutes straight.
Oh yeah.
Did Aquaman come out this year or was that last year? Shit.
That was like
5 years ago.
Oh, okay, because how did I miss a fucking...
People talked about it last year, but it was a while ago.
That's fair.
Honestly,
I've seen that clip. It's pretty fucking funny. Oh yeah, with the young Momoa.
Yes. Oh no, it was last year.
I do love him in Nosferatu. I just he's a kook, especially at the end. He kind of goes crazy inside of Orlok's castle. Yeah. He's just like, fuck it, we're gonna burn it down. Let's just do it. And and
he is dick.
A lot of fun.
Oh, so you're going Nosferatu? Okay. What about you, Gym Leader Nate? I don't even know if you've seen any of these movies. To be fair,
I saw Beetlejuice. I watched that one on my own because I did want to see if that held any water, and it was
bad.
It was okay.
Fair,
but that's the only one I have. I really feel like I gotta just I have to not submit my vote for this one. I'm the member of the Academy who is not sending in their voter this time around because I have not seen the
that's
nominees.
Fair. That's why I was also like, let's not just try to figure out the one.
I'll say Beetlejuice because that's the one I've seen. So
that's fair.
Wolf Jackson.
That
that's
counts.
the one I'm going to go with.
And I think I'm going to literally go with Kinds of Kindness because he is gay in there. And I think he does like classical music.
Oh, shit. That's such a
It's a fun one. he plays three. Well, as you see, he plays three different because it's an anthology, but they use the same actors.
Oh.
And in like the first one, where he's Raymond, what's his name? Jesse Plemons' character. He basically dictates Jesse Plemons' life, and Jesse Plemons has like a great life, like the top exec, and Willem Dafoe has this weird thing. He's like, I want you to get like in a car accident, like as part of like your life, and then like so he has to do that and like do shit like that. And at the end, basically like they're in a throuple. It's like interesting. Jesse Plemons is in like a throuple with Willem Dafoe, and I forget who the woman that he like is dating, and it might be, I forget who it is, the actress, but it's like so fucking goofy and like wild.
Messy, yeah.
Yeah, and that's just one of the anthologies. There's two others. It's good. He plays like a cult leader in another. I'm trying to remember which one's George, but I have to rewatch to remember who George is. But there you have it, listeners. Best Willem Dafoe is any Willem Dafoe.
Every
Yeah, true.
Willem
It's
Dafoe.
all
let's
the
move on.
best. He
Oh,
only
yeah.
brings
Honestly,
the
yeah.
game.
I would probably be down to watch Saturday Night just for his performance alone.
Fair.
Next category we have Best Gym Leader Nate episode. So this I picked
this
10
is
episodes
fun.
that you hosted this year. You know, some options we have is the 2024 Independent Debate Slugfest Showdown, Children of Dumb, which was like the sci-fi Dune Star Wars one. It's a prank.
God.
Where we talked about pranks and goofs. I think you'd read Reddit like
Yeah.
pranks. Jep Ratty, where we did a Fallout Jeopardy / Fallout Boy Jeopardy game.
Oh yeah. Well, and all it was about anything Fallout related.
And skating apparently or some shit.
Paris Hilton having a
Paris
fallout
Hilton,
with her.
right? Oh yeah,
someone.
Fallout's
Some
like
shit.
celebrities who had a falling out. Yeah, I did
Fallout.
that.
Yeah. The Tower of the Foe, which was like a little mini D&D sesh. Mad Wars, which is like Mad Libs but with a Star Wars twist. Over, under, and / rated, where we just talked and rated different things. Dumb Actually, Legally Distinct game show. The more recent KDI Secret Layer, where we made ourselves into MTG cards, and then 420 Weed.
I
WE
remember
apostrophe
420
D.
weed. Oh
There's
man.
There's a few more that I just picked like 10. I think 10 of some of my favorites or some of the more notable ones I thought. But there's a few more not on this list. So if you do remember, I think my vote. There's some really good ones. I think my favorite episode is still the Mad Wars.
Yeah, honestly.
Mad Wars was pretty
I
good.
think that's gonna be my favorite one too. That
I love it's just I listening back to that every now and then and just laughing like I laugh
so
as
stupid.
hard as I did in that episode. Still,
The one moment that still always gets me is when when the characters go to hide and then the thing that they go to hide behind is the Ford Focus. Or no, the Jeep
Grand Cherokee.
Grand Cherokee. Yeah, they hide behind a 2000. It's like a 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Like
it's hard to say.
yeah.
it's hard. It is hard to say. But
that was too.
So
I was about to say mine personally was Jep Ratty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one is fun.
All because of how hard I laughed writing it when I just wrote the one question that was, "This is what my hair done do." This is what my hair done did. And the answer is
so dumb.
fall out.
Fallout. Yeah. No, this is a great. I the other contenders. I mean, all of them, but like the independent debate, I remember being fucking funny for the Derek Washington cheese.
That one was
McGriddle.
wild.
Tower of the Foe. Tower of the Foe is really
That
good.
one's fun. Yeah.
Oh man, the amount of
just
people. Oh man, I forgot. Tower of the Foe. You were a squirrel, a wizard. A wizard.
A squizzard.
But cooler squirrel.
Squizzard, yeah.
Squizzard with a gun.
Yeah, and a fork with, I think Tim's right. Goaling.
Yeah, and the voice of Bill Clinton.
In the void, yeah.
For
At
some reason.
one point, you guys reverse grinded up a staircase in order to get to the.
Listeners, go back and listen to the Tower of the Foe. That's a good one.
That's so stupid.
And then it was like, oh my god, when the assassins found you and tried to attack you, but then it was like Gibbleday's character was like, wait, I know you. It's my ex and my other ex.
We had an orgy or something.
Yeah,
from
that
an
one
orgy.
big orgy.
Yeah.
So dumb.
That's so good. Yeah, I just thought, it'd be fun. As part of the KDI Awards, we're going to, all three of us will have a round where we pick some of our favorite episodes. But, just what would an award show be if we don't stroke our own egos, What would it be?
Yeah.
But anyways, next category we have Best TV Show. So this one has a big list of 2024.
Oh, God.
The Penguin. The Penguin. Shogun. Baby Reindeer. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I guess, had a show. Fallout. Bridgerton. Agatha All Along. Batman Caped Crusader. The Sympathizer. The Bear Season 3. Phantasmas. Star Trek Skeleton Crew. Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Uh-oh.
Creature
Come in
Commandos.
the comments.
Yep, come at me. Echo.
We're gonna get comments?
Ooh, yeah. I did that on purpose. We have the Creep Tapes, Knuckles, and X-Men 97. So it's actually some pretty
Oh, damn.
good,
Wow,
shows
X-Men
on this
97
list.
was this year. Oh my god.
Yeah, if
X-Men and Batman both had, and Knuckles. I mean, I haven't seen that, but still.
if
I saw Knuckles. That was pretty solid.
I'm gonna go with X-Men. I haven't
Okay.
seen most of these, honestly.
I was gonna say, I swear
Yeah,
you made half of these up. Baby Reindeer? Get the fuck out of here. That's not a
Oh,
show.
Baby Ranger was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
that was
that's
one of my
really
it's probably
popular.
that one's like my third pick probably.
I've never heard of
because that was a fun one. It's like a drama. It's about it's about Rudolph. It's an origin story for Rudolph, essentially.
Okay.
It's claymated like the
Oh.
old school like one. It's pretty cool, but it's like edgy drama,
Okay.
and there's like he gets what is the word?
Claymated
There's
edginess.
yeah, it's like a play on an adult
Mm-hmm.
shit. I don't know. It's like there's like the Peter Pan or Winnie the Pooh movies nowadays. Those like blood, horror ones, kind of. I think. But what is it? There's like a woman, or not a woman, but like a female reindeer that's like hella into him, but he's not into her. He's just like stalking Rudolph. It's cool. Check it out. But that's probably my third pick. I think.
Oh, I looked it up real quick. You know what else
Mhm.
came out this year?
Oh, what else?
Star Wars: The Acolyte.
I thought about that. I forgot.
man. Why isn't that a nominee? Come on.
I
what's
think
going
when I put
on?
Skeleton Crew, I was like, that's clearly the only Star Wars thing.
Yeah, clearly that's the only Star Wars thing that
Well,
came out.
Acolyte, I mean, like I said, y'all can add. So is the Acolyte your go-to?
No, it's not. I just was like,
Okay.
I was just looking at
I was like-
Skeleton Crew, and I was like, huh. Wait a minute, wasn't there more Star Wars that came out this year? But yeah,
Not really.
Acolyte came out in June.
Gotcha. I think my top would be Phantasmas, just because it's really funny and like unique.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my second would be X-Men, so Phantasmas, X-Men, and then Baby Reindeer probably.
Gotcha. It's a close one between Fallout and X-Men 97 for me. I really enjoyed the
Same.
Fallout TV show.
I'm surprised.
That show they did such a great job in my opinion, and like it's
I'm
hard.
surprised Gilberding didn't pick Fallout. But
Well, it's between either
Actually-
one, but I think I'm gonna go with X-Men.
I technically am gonna give it to Fallout because X-Men 97, while being very cool, also at times was just like so heavy-handed that that it was just like, okay, we get it.
Yeah,
Like,
I get
it's
it,
like, I don't know.
okay.
Like
Yeah.
it was great messages and really cool, compelling stories and stuff, but just like at times it was a little heavy-handed, and also at times the plot would move so fast, like it would
yeah.
it would feel like I was reading a comic book where I was just like flip a couple pages and like 10 things have happened. So
Yeah, I remember mentioning like how they'll condense like an event into one episode, and it's like Jesus.
yeah, like a whole
like
story arc.
Inferno specifically, I think of. But yeah, I think it's great. But yeah, I think for me, just the Phantasmas was one of those things that came out a stealth drop almost to me because I didn't know about it, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool. It's unique and original, really funny. Yeah, and the X-Men, I mean, it's great, like continuation, but it's I don't know. Yeah, I think I just got to give it to the one the more Phantasmas because I don't find too many comedies I like show wise at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
what would you guys?
I never would because I just rewatch the same comedy TV shows I've already seen 10,000 times in a row.
Yeah, no, it's why I'm like it's so hard to find good comedies, honestly. And I'm so hesitant to start new shows because they're just so fucking long. Obviously.
Yeah. Also for me, it's like when I actually want to watch something, it's like I want to be certain that I'm gonna enjoy myself. It's like there's so much stuff out there now that's just kind of mediocre. That it's like I want to make sure I'm gonna actually relax and have a good time. So I'm gonna watch my favorite show again.
That's fair. No, yeah, I think when I first moved out on my own, like a year ago or so, I threw on some old George Lopez because I was just like, ooh, this is nostalgic. Hit the spot, the
hell yeah,
and then the fucking head flying up and, and all that.
Just that.
But there you go, listeners. We got our best show of the year, 2024. Next category we have is Best Goblin of 2024.
Nice.
So we have for first category or first nominee, we have Greg Blinn, who was in the movie Pity to the One Who Falls, 2024. You know,
right?
Okay. We have Goblo in Quentin Tarantino's Hamlet.
Is that Goblin Rob Lowe?
Yeah. And then we have Grithgo in Lime Green Goblins Can't Fridge Skate, also 2024. And we have Girlblin in Challengers, with Zendaya. So, which of these 4 nominees for Best Goblin this year? Huh?
You know what's so funny? I watched the entirety of Challengers via watching it silently on someone else's screen on an airplane. And
oh my god!
I thought you were gonna say like that you saw I saw it on TikTok through a bunch of 10-second.
Essentially, I watched it the same way I watched Old. Only Old, I actually was able to still understand the entirety of the movie. With no sound or subtitles.
Yeah, with no sound. I don't. Is that better or worse?
I don't know. I feel like almost better. I mean, it helps that I knew the premise more solidly. Challengers, I didn't quite understand if they were like a thruple or if they're.
But he's dating her, but now he's kissing her.
But she's like,
guys can't be gay.
She's promising the other guy that if he is better at tennis, then she'll leave her husband for him or some shit. I don't know.
The fuck? That's so fucked up.
That's exactly what it was.
That's fair though too.
I think that's what happened. Again, I didn't see the sound, but Girlblin, she was there.
Yeah, Girlblin was in the background as one of the refs.
Mm-hmm.
So who you all voting? I think I'm going to go with Grithgo personally for his performance in Lime Green Goblins Can't Fridge Skate.
Yeah, that one is really
heartwarming.
Him and Wesley Snipes were really good in that, I think,
Goblo in Tarantino's Hamlet, though, I almost want to give it to him, but they just had him say the N-word so many times. I wasn't. I thought it was an odd addition to Hamlet, and I was like, I don't think I can get behind this.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, let's get to a clip.
You're also, I don't know if goblins.
That's Tarantino for.
That was the clip.
Okay, hold on. We can't just play it. I know it's in Gobbish, but we can't just play it.
No, we had to beep it out. That's actually what it sounds like when you beep a goblin.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. So we're good. We're safe, I swear.
Yeah, I'm giving this one to Girlblin.
Girlblin, that's your choice? Okay. So we got 2 for Grithgo and 1 for Girlblin. What audience, comment below and let us know who you think should have won. Or which nominee you think was Best Goblin. Yeah. And speaking of goblins, let's go to our next category.
Best Skipple Bag episode?
best Gibble-dang episode. Yeah, right. We have options. So 10 of the options we have are Sony's Spider-Man spin-off universe, one of the more recent ones, Surf Dracula's, Dumb Would You Rather, which was our 50th anniversary or 50th episode, 50th anniversary, 50 years.
Yeah, all 50 years.
Yeah. Despicable We, where we discussed Despicable Me 4 in
man.
complex.
It was all of
every
Despicable Everything and the Minions.
Yeah. He's Too Pliable, which was more just like a chilled conversation. Pretty good one, actually. I like that.
That was a
good
talk
one.
one, yeah.
Pop culture dating show where me and Gym Leader Nate fucked up and said both said Schmiegel and one of us was supposed to say
Right, when the
Golem.
answer was Golem, yeah.
Or some vice versa, whatever it was. We have hashtag True Facts, just all lies. Video game movies, X-Men 97, and then Herstory. Like, I think that was for Women's Month or something.
Right. Yeah.
It was like about women in media, essentially.
Oh, and then there was the Planet of the Apes. Why isn't the Planet of the Apes retrospective on here? That could be the best one.
Retrospective.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I just put 10
As a theme, I don't know if it's the strongest nominee. As remember that one time we talked about Planet of the Apes for 3 hours?
Definitely not. That was the worst.
No, not at all. It's fun. It's just, yeah. I think I will go with. Man, this is tough. I do like the Would You Rather, actually. Actually, I'm going to go with the Would You Rather because it has my favorite joke, which was like me and Gym Leader Nate. I think about me dunking my butt in a vat.
Oh, yeah. That's so dumb.
Of lube.
That's still...
Right. You have like, it was like a barrel of lube, and I was like, why would you have a barrel? How do you use that? And you're like, I just dunk my butt in.
I think... Just
a lot of those. I love also. There's that Would You Rather where you're like 1 or 2,
number one, number two,
3 or 4.
It's funny. It's funny. I thought the Herstory one was pretty funny. Just making a bracket of the best women.
At the end was fucking, yeah. We had a debate or some shit.
Who the best woman was?
That one was crazy. What was it? We were in a struggle of it's like head to head. The final one was like Anne Frank and
it was like Ice Spice and like
no.
It
was the communism philosopher and woman from California. I'm blanking on her name.
I know. I haven't.
Ayn Rand?
No.
Angela Davis.
A vehement capitalist.
Yeah, what?
That's wrong one.
Angela Davis.
Angela Davis. Yeah.
That was the final round. Was Angela Davis v.
and
Anne Frank.
Yeah.
No, I thought Gibbleding's mom was on that list actually too, right?
My mom was the best woman of all time.
I think that's the one.
Yeah,
she lost really fast.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Immediately.
I think I might go with the pop culture dating show.
That
one was just really fun for me. After that,
I do love the ending too.
Maybe Despicable We. Just because
I really liked Despicable We. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really fun episode talking about the intricacies of the Minion verse.
Filling the blanks of just fucking franchise I'm never gonna watch.
Yeah, literally.
That you somehow love for some reason.
Oh yeah,
weird.
Somehow, I think it explains itself.
Somehow.
Right.
Did you go Gym Leader Nate? Or?
Yeah, I was about to say I think Despicable We for me is
that's good.
It's gonna take the cake.
Oh yeah. All right, and speaking of cake, let's move on to our next category. Which is best movie. Yeah.
Best movie. Period.
So we have La Chimera, I Saw the TV Glow, Long Legs.
Oh, there's
Kinds
effects.
of Kindness.
Nice.
Challengers, Nosferatu, The Substance, Trap.
Nosferatu.
Madam Web.
Nosferatu didn't spin.
Civil War, Wicked, Hellboy, The Crooked Man, Lisa Frankenstein. As
Are
some of the
these
contenders.
effects moving for you on your screen?
Hardly.
Like, fluidly?
No, not yeah, not for me.
Some would hardly say they're moving. Yeah.
They're working real hard.
They're doing their best. It's best laptop of 2024, not mine.
Also,
Definitely not mine.
is it like, no offense to hairlines, but the hairline in this picture of the dude right there, it looks like it's Riff Raff from Rocky Horror Picture Show or something. Is it just
I see what you
me?
mean.
Oh yeah.
I see what you mean. Yeah, it's a lady. It's a
Anyways,
lass.
Madam Web takes it for me this year, without a doubt.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just without a doubt.
I'm surprised you
Yeah,
didn't say Hellboy. to
yeah.
be fair.
Hellboy is number 2. Best movie all time. Nosferatu also there. Also Challengers starring Goldblin. Pretty good.
Yeah,
But,
Goblin's great.
I feel like all the sequels were like half of the sequels were better than these movies.
Yeah, true.
I will say Substance. Substance is my top of all categories of even of Gibbelding's episodes.
Well, I'm gonna have to say that it's probably my answer from the sequel ones. So
Fair,
I'm trying
fair.
to remember what that was.
Dune 2?
Dune 2. Yeah, Dune 2
Dune
is
2.
better than all of these. Dune 2
Dune.
is so
Oh,
good.
fair.
Let me see what
To
else
Dune.
came out this year.
Dune.
Because this list clearly is not covering it.
No, yeah. I mean, I literally, it was a huge fucking list. That's why I was like, let me do like sequels versus like continuations versus just one-offs or new like storyline, you know?
Is
Because that's why too. I was like, let's not try to fucking argue and figure out what's the best, because it's like we're not gonna agree, especially since we haven't seen the same movies.
first of all, Wolves should be on there. George Clooney, Brad Pitt. Right.
Okay, yeah, totally.
Write that one down.
That's your favorite one, right?
That's one of my
Jot
favorite
that
ones.
down.
Terrifier
Nice.
3 came out.
It did. I almost did throw it on the sequel, but yeah,
Should have.
I should have. Yeah, listeners, come at me.
What else?
At me in the comments.
Damn, do I not watch movies anymore? Like, oh wait,
Should we keep listing movies?
Hundreds of Beavers.
Was that no? That was like 2022 though. I thought.
Yeah,
Or,
technically
like,
it came out
We were
3 years ago.
We saw
we
it
were
this
over
year, but
we were over this though. We've been over this though, and it's still listed as this year. This being its
Is it?
theatrical debut year. Yeah.
what the fuck? Okay, well, I mean, if that counts, I'll say it's my second. I'll put Substance and then that one.
Well, if that's
It's clearly a sequel though.
It's clearly a sequel to
Yeah, the 100.
Applejack's.
Yeah, when I look it up, it says 2022.
Silly Time.
Yeah,
Well,
it's listed
like,
to me as 2022,
Yeah,
but it's
just
probably
for
the best
you.
movie I've seen this year. Yeah, just me though.
actually no, for me too. It's this 2022 comedy action.
the website
It
I
says
was on
it,
had
too.
it as 2024.
Yeah, maybe you're looking up the date today. Yeah, sucker. Just kidding.
Anywho,
Shall we list more movies or shall we move on?
yeah,
Dune
let's
2.
move on.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's move on to the next category, which is Best Album 2024.
Ooh.
Okay.
None of us are gonna agree on these things.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not
we
gonna
have
even have an opinion. Like,
the Blue Silky Photo album by Recollection. So it's a blue album with like a little
Oh.
put a photo. It's kind of nice, little binding. Perfect for
God
photos.
damn
For
it. Uh-huh.
we need to put
Hurry
like
up.
2024 photos.
True.
So we
How
have
long is this
the
bit?
Blue Silky. We have the Recollections Black Bamboo. Photo
Of
album.
course,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so we got
Nice,
two
like leathery
Great
finish.
album.
two from
Great
Recollections, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, Recollections really cleaned up because they also have the blue floral photo album by
Okay.
Recollections. A nice white photo album with like
Oh my
blue
God.
floral designs, obviously a blue spine. I'm personally partial to the black.
Oh,
Bamboo.
oh, wow. Only
The
3.
pictures.
Wow, you could even make it to
Yeah.
4, could you?
Oh, did you want the joke to go
No,
on?
I think this
You
is a
can't
great.
even-
This is a great.
I
like,
think
to
the
this
rule
bit.
of 3. I think the rule of 3 applies fine to this bit.
Okay.
Anyways, you guys want to vote or you?
It
shall we
should have
move
been. It should have been all those,
Let's
and then
move
number
on.
4 is like Kendrick's newest album. Like
Yeah,
it's an
yeah,
actual.
yeah. Next year, 2025. I'll do
Next
it.
year, okay.
Yeah,
For
next
the
category.
2024 awards part 2.
I think Black Bamboo won because no one else wants to vote.
I voted on Black.
have
Bamboo. I
best
said
music.
That's a great one.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then perfect tie. We have best music album of 2024.
So these are photo albums with music notes on them.
Yep. We have Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet. So also feel free. This list is going to be real short because there's like a lot of music that came out that I, So short and sweet. Mm-hmm. We have Dochi's Alligator Bites Don't Heal.
You probably do.
We have
it is. We do.
The Cure. Songs of a Lost World.
I have heard that one.
I'm sure there's lots of songs on that.
Mannequin Pussy, I Got Heaven.
You made that one up.
Yep, one of these is fake. You caught me.
I win the game.
We have, Beyonce's Cowboy Carter.
Ooh, okay,
Charlie
wait.
XCX, Brat.
Brad Summerhat.
Yeah,
true.
We have Joey Valance and Bray, No Hands, which is probably my number 2 because my number 1 is The Tower of the Fool Against the World.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go with The Tower of the Fool Against the World.
Yeah, I'm going with The Tower of the Fool as well.
I think we're a little biased. They wrote the song.
No.
I'm
not biased. Speak for yourself.
No, I'm still saying I'm a little biased. Sorry, I'm bisexual. That's what I meant. My bad. Wrong one.
I'm biased. Like, I hate people who buy things.
I'm biased. But Tower of the Fool, great. Joey Valance and Bray is probably like the top 2 for me out of these. I don't know. What songs, albums are missing though? Because I know I fucking can't hit all of them.
Let me be so honest. I couldn't name a single album of music that came out this year. Nope. I think I could remember artists who made albums, but I just did not listen to any of them.
That's fair.
I just don't listen to new music. Music gets played around me a lot, and I'll be like, oh, that's a good song. I like that one. Mm-hmm. But I don't. I have no idea what the album would be called.
I don't know most album names. Yeah. But okay, what about you, Gilbert? Are there any stick out albums or releases from artists this year, whether on or off the list?
I do love Tower of the Fool. That's definitely got to be number 1.
Yes. Number 2.
I thought I would like The Cure's album, because I do love The Cure, but it was good. It was very orchestral, I guess, very grand. But I don't know. It doesn't compare to some of their earlier stuff.
I'm sure, yeah.
I know Tyler the Creator had an album. That one was really good too. That one was very not adult. It was just him singing more about issues that he has and stuff, which was kind of I guess adult is kind of the best way to put it. But I think my favorite...
I forgot that came out this year.
My favorite is probably MGMT. I love MGMT. They had a new album this year, at the beginning of this year.
Oh, nice.
Called Loss of Life. And it's very much being grateful for being alive and coping with life and death and loving your friends and stuff like that. It's a very kind of earnest approach. So yeah, that's probably the MGMT album, my favorite.
All right, cool.
I'm genuinely jealous of people who have a good time listening to music. I feel like I don't. I just I don't know.
You're just miserable?
No, not that. It's just I just have no drive to listen to music anymore. The amount of times that I am in a position where I could listen to music and I don't listen to an audiobook instead is 0. It's I'm just always going to listen to an audiobook instead. I don't know. It's just ever since I discovered audiobooks, I just stopped listening to music entirely.
I'll say I'm jealous of that because whenever I try to listen to an audiobook, I just fucking... My problem is I zone out. I'm like, what happened? Rewind 15 seconds 20 times, and then I listen and I zone out, and it's just all right. That's with audiobooks at least.
Same.
I will say I got a record player recently for Christmas, And that shit is fun. It's so nice to just put, like, I got like some great albums too for kind of cheap.
Yeah.
My favorite right now is Abraxas by Santana, which is like Black Magic Woman album.
Mm-hmm.
Just so cool putting it on, listening.
That sounds like a magic card.
I love
Abraxas.
True, it does.
It probably is.
I literally love having a record player though. That's the one thing where it's like,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I do genuinely enjoy owning one, so that
Yeah.
if I ever get the mood, it's nice. It just feels different to listen to music on it.
Oh, totally.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Listeners, if you ever want to hear KDI episodes on record, let us know and we'll figure out a way.
Yeah,
And also
start
send us
printing
money.
those to vinyl. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have the Gibbelding He's Too Pliable episode just printed a big fucking, you have to
Don't do
flip
the
it halfway
volumes.
through.
The
Pliable
dollar
on
volumes. It'll be three vinyls, the Gibbeldang volumes, the dollar volumes,
Mm-hmm.
and then a second Gibbeldang volumes. No, I was kidding. And then a Jim-
That's what a joke. And all the guests episodes. All right. Anyway, speaking of
Just
that,
kidding.
let's talk about video games.
Uh,
Video games had a pretty interesting year this year.
No, they
Let's
did.
see
They?
what-
Meanwhile, the thing that got voted best video game of the year this year was
Poker.
a terrible choice. No, that wasn't it.
Oh wait, which one was it?
Game of the year was Astrobot.
Oh, was it?
Oh well, speaking of which, Astrobot is one of the.
Yeah.
We have Marvel Rivals,
Ooh.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Tekken 8, Bell Outro, Metaphor ReFantasio, Super Mario Party Jamboree, Silent Hill 2, Helldivers 2, I think actually, Black Myth Wukong, Thank Goodness You're Here, and Star Wars Outlaw, Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom, Indiana Jones and the
Schwizdom.
Great Circle. Yep. There's quite a bit. For some reason when I made this list, I was thinking Baldur's Gate, but that was last year.
That
I think
was
'cause you guys
last
were-
year.
It's just such a big game, and you guys have been playing it for so long.
And I think
And they're still adding stuff to the game and every time they do, I get back and do it again.
I think we made it our game of the year last year, anyways.
I think,
Oh, yeah.
That's,
And it won Game of the Year. Actually, funny enough, it still won Best Community Support this year,
I thought you.
as well as last
mean,
year.
yeah.
I thought you were gonna say. Funny enough, it still has the award for Game of the Year this year.
It won't relinquish it.
It
They
still
won't
has
give
it.
it to
They get to keep it,
Astrobot.
actually.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Pal World. I think Pal World for me was
Okay.
Game of the Year.
I didn't realize that was this year.
I don't think that was 2024, was it?
Yeah, it was January.
Okay, I was gonna say it might
Really?
have been before, right?
Dan- wow.
January, yeah.
It was in
I
January.
count by the alpha and the beta release, so that was probably also this year.
So January.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But okay, yeah, I didn't realize that came out this year.
Yeah,
I think
because
for me,
I didn't like Marvel Rivals.
mhm,
Jamboree was really fun, but it's also a collection of a lot of other
just older ones.
yeah. Silent Hill, I haven't played it. Helldivers, Black Myth, Thank Goodness You're Here. That one's not real. Star Wars Outlaws, that's also not real. Zelda,
Yeah,
those last two are pretty cool.
Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, I really want to play, but I don't have an Xbox or PC that can play that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 this year? Or no, that was Baldur's Gate year as well.
I think it was last year. Yeah, yeah, because it was yeah. I think he meant.
That was
I get what you mean.
as well.
No, I said that was
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate.
So, no, I was
Baldur's
playing
Gate's
Baldur's-
year as well.
Oh,
It's
not like you did- yeah, we didn't hear the
I
year
thought you were
part.
like, was Spider-Man 2 this year? No, I'm still thinking of Baldur's
no,
Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a Spider-Man class in Baldur's Gate. That's why I was thinking. What about you, Gym Leader Nate?
So, got to play some Silent Hill 2 at my sister's
nice.
house. That was super fun. Really hard game for me because
Yeah.
I don't pick up on
Spooky.
cues very easily. Like visual cues and like
okay.
hints that the game tries to scream at you, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you probably need to turn on some of the cues because you
Mhm.
can, but yeah, that's not by default.
And okay, I tried Astrobot. I played Astrobot. Great. It's a fun little platformer. I can't get over the fact the whole entire game is an advertisement for PlayStation. Like, it's not like Mario.
Uh-huh.
Like, imagine if Mario instead was super Nintendo Man
Like,
World, Explores N64 Land, and
it's like Little Big Planet in a sense, right?
kind of
Where like
they're
you could
just
dress
little-
up your character.
Not really. You find dressed up Astrobots and unlock them as you go. You have to like find all the Astrobots and collect them, and the Astrobots are dressed up as famous Sony game characters. So you'll find like the Kratos Astrobot and the Solid
Killzone.
Snake Astrobot and stuff like that.
The Hell's Days Gone,
Angels.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot.
Master Chief,
so
Kirby.
that kind of stuff. It's just such a weak theme. It's such a weak theme, weak story. So hard to keep you engaged because it relies so hard on the gameplay, and the gameplay is so simplistic that it's just like this doesn't carry this game. And I'm still so shocked that it won actual best video game of the year at the Video Game Awards. Marvel Rivals.
I didn't even hear about that part. I knew about Balatro
crazy.
got pretty far, which I heard about.
And Balatro, a lot of people thought was going to take it completely.
I've never even heard of that. Balatro? That sounds like a stomach medication or something.
It is.
Yeah,
it is
poker based.
That's right.
Poker based,
RPG or something.
Not
or
RPG.
Like strategy game.
Strategy game. Yeah, it's kind of it's a card game that works via what is roguelike? It's like a roguelike where you're trying to like get further and further and further.
Yeah.
But playing
It's
a
really
weird version of poker.
Yeah, it's pretty solid from what I played like a little bit, and I was like, this is fun. It's unfortunate that it's getting like a lot of. There's some tweets by the creator which are great because there's some people like trying to like ESPN or not ESPN ESRB is trying to like make it like a 18 plus game because it's gambling. And the guy's like, but it's not. There are no microtransactions, and he's like, so should I like add like microtransactions? Like basically made it a point where it's like, should I add microtransactions and all the things EA does? So my game's like E10 or just E everyone like.
It's like how in high school all of the baseball players would have their chocolate milk containers empty and just be spitting dip spit into them so that they could hide the fact that they were dipping. Meanwhile, we weren't allowed to play Magic the Gathering because they were physical cards, therefore gambling. So it's like one of those things where they're trying to do something good, but they're punishing something completely arbitrary that makes no sense. And meanwhile, there's something glaring that they could be punishing, like loot boxes and shit like that, and other things. So.
Like actual gambling.
Yeah, like Fortnite and like all this other shit. Yeah.
So Crow Country should be on this list too. I'm looking through a bunch of other games.
That is a
Crow Country is a really fun one. Talked about that on the podcast before.
I think that'd be my 2 or 3. I'm going Silent Hill 2 personally, just for Willem Dafoe's performance alone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Super Mario Party Jamboree, also amazing. Better than both of the previous Mario parties on Switch for me. Mm-hmm. The last 2 were good. I think Jamboree just knocked out of the park. Really, really fun. Really, really repeatable, like replayable. Black Myth Wukong was fire. I still haven't even finished it, to be honest. I got distracted by other games, but I'm gonna finish it.
I swear.
Story games like that, it's like I do end up finishing just like over time. But like the whole time I was playing before I got distracted, I was having a great time. And also Marvel Rivals, God, it's a genre breaker. But... It's like, I'm sorry, but like just like the entire genre of like those an Overwatch-esque game, like. Mm-hmm. Where these 5v5 team shooters, it has taken over like entirely. It's not even technically a shooter. Only some of the characters have guns. Like it's
hero shooter, I guess, or hero.
Yeah, just whatever. Like hero 5v5 brawler. Like
it's fun. I like it. It's the first online game I've played since. Yeah, same. It's the first online game I've probably played since like 2016. Like legit, probably the first time I've played an online game since then.
It truly feels more...
Great year for games.
Yeah, and especially with Overwatch 2 being a worse version of Overwatch.
Yeah.
where all of the things they advertised on Overwatch 2 they cut before they released it. And like Overwatch 2 was supposed to have a campaign mode. It was supposed to have a story campaign mode.
I heard about that.
Where you could play co-op with your friends against a computer campaign. And they just cut the entire concept and just came out with just Overwatch again, and everything's the same. Only there's like less of the things you liked. Yeah. So the fact that Marvel Rivals stepped in and provided a brand new alternative that's also me and we were talking about this, polished. Marvel Rivals is polished. It is so nice to actually play a game for once that's done. Like, so many freaking games come out and just are unfinished piles of slop that just playing a game that's literally done being made and actually has that final layer of polish on it and everything's work really well is just so nice. It's like...
And it's the industry, though, as a whole, with like AAA and stuff. And that's why also people were mad that Bellatra was going to win, because it's a small indie game that probably made by two people, where it's like these indie games are getting the AAA games are getting too big. They're like quadruple or like quintuple A at this point. Yeah. They take forever to make. They're broken as hell. Yeah. Sometimes they don't even come out like Concord.
Literally. Yeah. For me, Marvel Rivals takes it. It's... Okay. Especially as a former like Overwatch player, and before that a former Team Fortress 2 player, like this genre of game is something I like a lot, and I think Marvel Rivals did a really good job.
Yeah, I'll vouch for that. All right, next category. Let's keep it moving. Let's see if it will. We got best Dala episodes.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
10 of them. Jonathan Majors' Things to Come in 2024, where we made accurate predictions of everything. We're the Tumbleweeds, where we had Lag 9K on, and we did a draft of movies, 3 different movies. Mm-hmm. We did Japokerdemon, the second one, Fire Greg and Derek Green.
The second Japokerdemon was so fun. That was a good one.
Yeah. Ungibbeldang episode where it was a bracket on Gibbelding's favorite things. I think hot sauce won.
Might be buffalo sauce.
Buffalo sauce specifically.
Yeah, buffalo sauce. Sorry.
Come on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We had the Dumbly Feud. Rate That Apocalypse, where we did a tier list of Apocalypse, X-Men Mutant Rejects, Flushing the Best Toys, which probably has the best the fucking soccer ball like joke we had.
That one. That's oh my god.
So Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters and Alien Dumulus.
Probably
I really liked Alien Dumulus, honestly.
Same.
Yeah, probably gonna go with the Gibrak Dang episode. Honestly, probably the best one.
Oh really?
No.
I wonder why. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Alien Dumulus was a lot of fun. Honestly. There's Alien flushing the best toys, because that gave us the
the soccer ball.
The soccer ball thing. Flushing the best toys was a really good one.
It's so funny because I was like, that was this year. I did not realize that was this year.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where if our podcast ever actually gets a real following, that's one of those episodes where I'm like, I'm curious if my dad will ever hear that episode and hear about me flushing toys down the toilet.
God damn it! Nay, flush all the damn toys in the toilet. God, that's how it don't work.
I just love thinking about that. He was so mad.
God,
he was so mad.
Fucking funny. What else? Where the tumbleweeds? I think
Ghostbusters was fun.
Yeah, Dumbly Feud was the Family Feud one where I interviewed like all of our friends and other people to make like literally to make Family Feud.
That's right. Yeah.
It was like best or name a dragon in pop culture. Stuff like that
was rough for me.
That was a tough one.
It was a rough one all around. I think.
What about the Silent Hill episode? Is that on here?
It's not. I was telling Gibbelding I just picked 10. I just wanted to do. I mean,
that one was funny.
You can include it. You can include it on the list as well. I just wanted to include 10, so the list wasn't crazy long. And
let me see.
That one was definitely. I liked that one a lot. Silent Hill one, because like that kind of quiz where it's like, oh, is it from Silent Hill or is it from something
else.
like very similar to Silent Hill? Like I love those because they're hard as hell.
I think I didn't include it because I did the X-Men Mutant Rejects, which was the same game essentially.
Oh yeah,
so that's but you can interchange. I think I'm gonna stick with Alien Demolist just because also editing it was also just like a fun, like putting little Easter eggs of sounds and things in.
The story for one of our improv episodes, the story was really fun, like actually pretty good. Like we came with a
kind of accurate too.
Silly story.
Some of the things, yeah.
We didn't do too bad this time.
Yeah, for once, that's our only one good doll episode. No. Actually, fun fact. Actually, the ghost. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, for me, it's probably Flushing the Best Toys. I think I was gonna take it.
Yeah, top 2 for sure.
I'm gonna do Alien.
I think Flushing. So Alien Demolist number 1. I think I'm gonna go Japocraty 2 because that was such a fun one, and then Flushing 3 personally.
I need to go back and listen to Things to Come in 2024 because I'm very curious.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll do a 2025 rendition in sometime soon. Listeners, let us know what you think. I was gonna say, fun fact, I made a sequel to Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters. I think around the time Deadpool Wolverine came out. I was supposed to record, but then we got pushed back. I think that's actually when we got pushed back, and then it was Alien Romulus would have been the next. So I was like, well, no. So I have a whole episode of Deadpool or Wolverine
in the chamber.
Yep. Let me know. I also have a couple other in the chamber. Listeners, let me know.
Ooh,
nice.
Hit me up. DM me. Comment below.
Anyways,
next category.
I have a Willem Dafoe as a soccer ball in the chamber episode. So
true. Oh no, yeah.
That's so true.
We have a whole script and everything. We're gonna act it out. Patreon though. All right, I think we're almost towards the end. Let's see what we have next. We have best book of 2024 that none of us probably read.
Hell yeah!
Come on.
If you have any books you want to recommend, also throw them on the list. So we have, I think, 4 or 5, or maybe 6. So first one we have is Achilles Trap by Steve Cole. It masterfully untangles the people, ploys, and power and geopolitics that led to America's disastrous war in Iraq, and for the first time details America's fundamental miscalculations during its decades-long relationship with Saddam Hussein.
Amazing.
Calling on unpublished and unreported sources, interviews with surviving participants, and Saddam's own transcripts and audio files, Steve Cole pulls together an incredibly comprehensive portrait of a man who was convinced the world was out to get him and acted accordingly.
Riveting.
So it's a book, nonfiction. I don't know if any of you guys have read this. Probably not.
Yeah, nonfiction. Right? My wheelhouse. I love when I could be reading about the very echelons and edges of someone's vast imagination, and instead I'm like, no. I love instead just reading documented history things about terrible, awful things that happened in the real world and reminding me of the hellhole we live in. Yeah. I love that. Nonfiction is the greatest.
It looks like Suicide Squad came out this year too. The Kill the Justice League video game. We could go back to that category too. Talk about that.
Yeah, best category. About shitty games. I mean, Concord
can
was
we go
another
back to
one
that for best IGN review of a video game, where in the
Oh.
review thing, the guy's complaining about how the first boss against Flash is too hard, and he's like, I don't know what to do, and there's all these giant warnings on the screen, like telling you
that say what to do.
The Flash is and tell you how to beat him, and he's like, and he's just like
that reminds
jumping
me of the
around,
Cuphead
like, what's
one.
going on?
All right, what's the next
It
one?
reminds me of the Cuphead review.
Oh yeah, what's the next stupid book?
Next book we have Latino Land by Marie Arana.
Great book.
Or Arana. It's essentially a all-encompassing overview of Hispanic American interviews, research about life as being Latina. Nonfiction.
I take back everything I said about nonfiction. I'm sure that one's amazing.
Yeah.
2 thumbs down.
Wow.
Next.
Damn. You Like It Darker by
Stephen
Stephen King. It's a collection of 12 short stories. One of them being Rattlesnakes, which is a sequel to Cujo.
That's
typical Stephen King.
So stupid.
Okay.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. Next we have The Daughter's War by Christopher Bauman. The goblins have killed all of our horses and most of our
Whoa,
men. They have
okay.
enslaved our cities, burned our fields, and
Whoa.
still they wage war. Now our daughters take up arms.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
might read
Yeah,
this
that
one.
might be a cool one.
Yeah, I'd be a
Goblins
goblin.
Guts Glory. Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
You know what? Hold on. I'm just gonna break over to
Nope.
my
Yeah,
Amazon.
listen back to the episode because next we have a
Audible
murder
here.
mystery of "Home is Where the Bodies Are" by Geneva Rose. Essentially a murder mystery. You know, the harrowing thriller is unique in premise, sharp in prose, and rich in twists. Twists, turns, and every other form of misdirection. So yeah, it's just typical murder mystery. Seems cool, like the VHS cover of the book. And then we have last book is Icebreaker by Hannah Grace.
Oh,
which
maybe
have you guys
that
heard
one.
about
Yeah,
this?
I'll go with that one. Actually,
You've heard about this?
Yeah,
Yeah, this one.
Let's do
Gillen thing knows what's up.
Let's do
Oh my
Icebreaker.
God.
Icebreaker next.
There you go,
Um,
Icebreaker.
My
is for
choice is going
for
to
book
be
talk.
The Way of Kings, the book I'm currently reading. Next.
Nice. There.
Did it come out
Perfect.
this year?
All right, we have Best MTG 2024 release.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
we have
Now we are
Ravnica
talking.
Remastered, Murders at Carlo Manor, was it Ravnica, Clue Edition, Fallout, Outlaws of Thunder Junction, Modern Horizon 3, Assassin's Creed, Bloomborough, Dustmorn House of Horror, and Foundations.
Foundations.
What's your feeling?
It's got to be Foundations.
Yeah, I
That's-
think
What was the
Foundations,
best?
like Foundations has came out with a bunch of really good product. It captured like the feel of like these supplementary sets that Magic does and has used to do back when I was first started playing. They did this every single year, this type of thing.
Mhm.
It just feels like a really good summary of like what Magic's supposed to be, and
Ooh, bring it
they
back
did a
to
great
its
job
origins.
of just making it feel like right at home.
Great for anyone jumping on.
Mhm.
Every set has like
Oh.
something that you could use. Like it's all viable. Everything that you could get from any kind of purchase, whether or not it's like a play
From
booster
Foundations, yeah.
or a fucking collector or like the box sets, like it's all you're getting your money's worth. Where the other ones, they're there are some standout ones that could be fun, like Duskmorn and Modern Horizons, and some other ones could suck, but I don't know. Foundations was a big hit.
No, fair. Pretty unanimous, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Alright, next category. Oops, sorry, I gotta go through this little... get rid of all of them. And we have the Dumbest Idea Award. Woo! Last award of the night
That's a good.
of the show ceremony. This is our big one of every year. We've been doing this for 10 years, as Jimmy Renee said. Again, this is a non-exhaustive list. I'll go through the options that I've selected as a few, not too many. I mean, not too much description in them. So this is just like the dumbest thing that's happened this year. Yeah. So some of the nominees we have. Ooh, a little spin. We have Panera's Charged Lemonade earlier this year.
Yeah.
And a lemonade so caffeinated it killed people.
That was crazy. I think it had like 4 monsters worth of worth of caffeine in it.
It's
That's
something-
cool.
it's more
That's
than
cool.
Coffee, yeah.
Okay.
We have the Haktua girl. Internet meme blew up. She turned into a
yeah.
podcast, and also what is she doing? She's not
No, it's a
She's
scam.
gone now
possibly
because
scamming.
she did a
rug pull.
cryptocurrency
Crypto.
rug pull,
That's
and
what
now
I'm
she disappeared from the internet.
Yeah.
She literally
So-
stopped making her podcast. She stopped.
Oh, did she? I didn't even know about that part. That's
she
funny. Nice.
disappeared
She literally rug
from
pulled.
the internet.
That's-
She literally pulled her money and left.
All right.
Like,
Good for her. Hawk to it out of there.
Yeah, good job.
We have Drake, who's getting into a
who
lot of
cares?
beef with Kendrick.
ooh,
But also, my favorite part is just that he keeps denying the wrong parts of the beef.
of the beef, yeah. Kendrick keeps straight up calling him a pedophile, and he's like, "Hey,
My songs are pretty
why
good. What are you
is so
talking
everybody
about?"
listening to this?"
yeah. Because like Drake or Kendrick will be like, "No one likes your music. It's not even that good." And also, you're a pedophile. He's like, "Whoa."
What do you mean my
My
music's
music's
not that
good.
good?
Yeah, people like my music.
Yeah, and it's like, what about the pedophile shit, dude? You fucking idiot. I mean, good to get rid of him if he fucking is, but yeah. Next one we have Cybertrucks. Just pretty much everything about them.
Ooh,
They're pretty
that-
crappy. They also got stuck in Drive, like in some
Did they come out this
earlier
year?
models. I believe so.
No way.
Better.
I mean, I feel like this is the year that
They
really
still
started
suck.
rolling it out, and they are truly an abomination. They are everything terrible about America put into one thing you can look at.
Yeah.
In a really polygonal, bad like design car.
Yeah, just brutalist junk, like hunk of garbage. Like,
Yeah.
Literally looks like a garbage bin.
it just makes me like it makes me want to die. Like imagining cars all looking at like this makes me literally not want to have to be outside and open my eyes. Like like it's one of those things where like Elon Musk is so far removed from normal people that he never even considered like aesthetics having an effect on people, and like how driving a square piece of aluminum is gonna make everything feel boring and terrible all the time.
But it's also just poorly designed. Like it's just
they
all
have
around
some
bad.
blowing up. Like if you drive any of them through water in any way, they just completely short out and die.
Stall.
Like
I think the battery dies and something like you can't drive your car even if you're in an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the battery is installed in a way that you can't get to it at all. You have to take it to a Tesla dealership for them to do something as simple as replacing a battery.
Yep. Anyways, next one we have JD Vance at a donut shop. You know, just whatever makes sense. I love his interaction. The lady's like, I don't want to be on camera. Just immediately. It's like, just so bad. And we have Miles Morales.
I would like 12 of the donuts, please. Sorry.
Yeah, whatever makes sense. Yeah. And then we have Miles Morales voice actor being creepy. It's like, this is a more recent discovery because he's been hitting on his co-star during interviews and tweeting about seeing the actress that plays Liz Allen in like the Spider-Man Homecoming. I think that's. And then we have Raygun, breaking during the Olympics.
Oh my god, that whole thing! I still, that one is still just absolutely wild to me. How someone managed to essentially cheat, buy their way into being a representative for an entire country at the Olympics, and quite literally giving it such a bad rap that it's not going to be in future ones. That they canceled it. Like
that sucks.
Like I wonder if she really sits and knows that she literally ruined something for so many people. Like that's just so wild to think about.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Hawk Tua. Mainly because what people...
Yeah, it was dumb from top to bottom.
She's dumb. The people who propped her up and thought that she was ever funny was dumb. The people
who bought into her
Bitcoin was dumb. Like, it's just, that's like so stupid.
Monumentally dumb.
Undercut success. I think we were podcasting longer than her, and now look at that,
Yeah, true. I mean, we're still here, baby.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, is there anything missing that wasn't on this list? I mean, another one I thought of right now is just Concord, the game being canceled before, like 99% done, canceled. Also has like an episode of fucking Secret Level still weirdly, so it's like an advertisement for nothing that you can't play.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a very fucking stupid one.
I mean, airing The Acolyte just to immediately axe it for season 2. And just this whole entire thing that Disney is on with shows where if it doesn't immediately make them crazy amounts of money, they're just like, cut it, not giving it a season 2, done. Like the idea of the idea of improving something and making it better after receiving negative feedback is non-existent, which is crazy. That they're just like, nope, get rid of it, flush it down the toilet.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. So we have Gibbledinger sticking with the Hawk Tua girl. What about you, Gym Leader Nate?
Honestly, dumbest. That probably is it. The whole Hawk Tua thing. Just the fact that people list that they lost their life savings to the Hawk Tua girl.
Okay.
That's just like it's so many levels of just dumb. Oh wait, no. I thought of something different. I'm gonna go with the NYPD not being able to stop the CEO assassin from completely leaving New York and having no way to track him or do anything until the feds got involved and they got lucky from a random tip. So
at the McDonald's.
I guess it's
I don't know if
also
that's like that dumb.
I guess it's also pretty dumb to go into McDonald's and after doing that,
Yeah.
then take your fucking mask off and then
just
start bragging about things
and
being
all that stuff.
yeah. But yeah, pretty
I mean,
dumb
I
year.
don't
Pretty
think
dumb
he was-
year.
I don't think
Oh,
he was
yeah.
talking about it. I think he just got seen.
I think someone recognized him, yeah, but I don't think he. I thought I remember he was like kind
He
of
was,
like,
working
yeah,
on
that
a
was me
laptop.
or something. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think I would also. I think I'm gonna stick with Huck to a Girl as well, just because
Yeah.
like you're mentioning, like people losing their life savings and just
That,
like suckers
just being-
all around.
just being like, oh, I put $35,000 into Hawk coin.
Yeah,
Did
Huck
you say
coin,
suckers
dude.
all around?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, suckers
Perfect.
born
Yeah.
every minute.
Yep.
yep. Yep.
It was all right in front of our faces the whole time, and nobody saw it coming. This
Nobody
shit was gonna
caught
make a
on,
sucker
baby.
of everybody else.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. Well, that concludes. So that means the dumbest idea award will go to Huck to a Girl. Wherever you're at.
Right, yeah.
DM
Much-
us
much
if you
deserved.
want. We'll send you a certificate.
Yeah, just
Yeah, that
invest
concludes-
$35,000 into the certificate, and we promise
yeah.
we'll send it. Wink, wink, wink.
Speaking of which, we have our no dumb coin, guys. If you want to
Yeah.
start pumping into
Just
that,
so you
baby.
know, ours is definitely legit. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
100%.
Yeah, we're the one people who are gonna be honest about it and say that
Yeah.
ours is legit.
Oh yeah.
The fact that this has happened so many times too. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah. That concludes our KDI awards for 2024. Yeah. But yeah, no. So thanks,
All
listeners, for
right.
letting us know what you guys thought. What would you agree? What nominees are missing? What you would have voted for. And so I think, why don't we go to our 2024 award for best plugs? Thank you for listening, listeners. If you like that, please make sure you're following us, No Dumb Idea, on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. And we're, happy to start off the new year with a new No Dumb Idea TikTok, Reddit, and Blue Sky. So please feel free to follow us. We'll post when we can on those. So yeah, just make sure you're following and liking, comment, subscribe, and sharing. All right, but yeah, so just gonna give it up to Hawk to a Girl for winning dumbest idea.
Shout out to
Shout
Gal
out
for
to
this ride.
Substance, best movie.
Yeah, let's do
Shout
it.
out.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
Elon
all the
Musk buying the
KDI.
government. All right.
Yeah. Shout out to Cybertrucks.
Shout-
Garbage-shaped
shout out to
vehicles.
Girlblin.
Cybertrucks exploding.
Oh yeah,
Girlblin
Girlblin.
in challenge.
Girlblin and Challenger.
Shout out to Star Wars Outlaws, that game that nobody played.
Oh yeah.
God. And Acolyte too, while we're at it.
Yeah, shout out to season 2 of Acolyte that will never exist.
Ooh, shout out to the
Things we're excited for about 2020.
Harley Quinn fart comic book
Fart
that was
cover.
just
The fart cover.
That's next year.
yeah,
Next
but
year.
it was
Well, we learned about it this year.
it's the best
Did
announcement
you,
this
Jim
year.
Leader, do you know about it?
Yeah, I heard
You know
about that.
It's a fucking whole comic about it. About her
Uh-huh.
fart. It's not just the cover.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fucking stoked.
People
I'm
are.
stoked.
There are some weird people,
Fetish
like Reddit threads. Really looking forward to that comic.
Oh, I'm
You know,
sure.
and
And
the
I'm one of them.
and the episode with a hard cut to that one fart sound that we use.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. And to
Perfect,
sum up
alright.
2024.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Thank you for listening to No Dumb Idea.